Hi, my YouTube friends and family out there. Today I'm going to be going over ergonomics from a licensed, nationally board certified occupational therapy assistant and also crafter. So I just wanted to walk through and show you a couple things that could be helpful if you have any type of chronic illness or if you're a crafter and you're just getting started. Okay, so I just want to start with showing a couple of the items that I personally own. This board is helpful when you're sitting down. You can change the arm of this to flip the other direction and however you like. I'm just going to kind of do a little walk around to show you that on both sides you have the buttons that you can depress and then hold on to them both at the same time and move them around. Now, if you do have like severe arthritis or something like that, then you may need someone to help you depress these buttons and move them around. This is just an example. You definitely don't have to get this particular ergonomic board to help you. It just happens to be the one that I have. You can look online and find whatever you think might work best for you. This particular ergonomic board comes with a little rubber piece to kind of help collect debris, which mine has some dust and glitter on it. But it's also for using laptops and tablets, iPads, things like that you can set on here. And I use it mostly for crafting. So as you can see, it's a nice height for me. So when you use the ergonomic board or just ergonomic posture in general, you want to be standing as tall as you can with your spine lifted. The easiest way to accomplish this is just thinking of lifting from your chest. If you simply lift from your chest, it helps your shoulders roll back to a more ergonomic posture, as well as kind of lifting up your chin a little. So if you simply just have a key word to help you be in the most optimal posture when you're crafting is lifting from your chest. And that will help your spine and everything go into the proper posture that it should be in. Simply said and put. To break it down a little bit more is you want to have a small, nice little curve in your lower lumbar spine area, and you want to have your shoulders rolled back. You want your chest lifted, and you do not want your chin tucked down. You want your chin as level as possible. So that's where the ergonomic board comes into effect, because you can adjust this different ways to make it so that it's higher up and closer to you. On to a couple suggestions. These are crafting tools from Cricut. I use the weeding tool quite a bit, so I just wanted to give a suggestion. I don't have one to show you. Foam for putting onto a pencil grip. And what you can do is take a knife like this, or any type of knife that's a crafting nice utensil, and safely cut the pencil grip, the foam pencil grip, and then wrap it around your crafting tool to build it out so that you have less of a tight grip that you would need. That also is going to improve and help your overall pain to be as minimal as possible. Another item that I personally have to show and share with you is my lumbar roll. And the purpose of this is to promote our natural curve in our lumbar part of our spine, which is located in our lower back just above our hip area. This lumbar support comes with an elastic strap that just goes around your chair, and it does have an adjustment. I am not promoting the brands for these particular items, so you can go online and search lumbar roll support and find whatever you think might work best for you. This, like I said, will help promote proper posture when sitting while you are crafting. So I'm just going to have a seat here for you to see. Just kind of move it up into the natural nook in your lumbar spine. And then, as you can see, that helps promote an optimal posture. Now, when you're sitting and you're crafting, you can also use this ergonomic board. You would just want to lower it down a little bit, or maybe angle it, so that you can work with your crafting and your items and doing certain things that would be feasible to use the ergonomic board for. And yet you're promoting your lumbar spine, it's helping roll your shoulders back and lift your chest up. And then the ergonomic board is help promoting your neck so that you're not doing this. If you look up in other videos, and I may throw a slide in here to show you a picture, the more that our head goes forward, the more torque and strain and pounds of force we're putting on our neck, which can cause chronic health issues with our muscles, our ligaments, and even our bone joints. So the more we can have our head at this nice straight spine, the better we are going to do our crafting with the least amount of pain. And we may not be pain-free, especially if you suffer from unfortunate chronic medical conditions. However, you will not be aggravating the conditions, and you'll be able to continue crafting in the most safe and healthy ergonomic way possible. So while we're on the topic of ergonomics today, I just wanted to show you a couple things that might help you when you're doing your crafting, such as some stretches. While we're crafting, sometimes we have a tendency when we're working with items to clench our jaws. And this can lead to a lot of chronic issues with our muscles, whether it be in our head, our necks, our shoulders, our backs. So we want to be mindful as crafters of our jaw clenching that we could possibly be doing while we're crafting, especially if we're really into what we're working on, which happens a lot. I mean, come on, we're passionate people, right? So what you want to do is just be mindful when you're crafting that every now and again you do a little open and closing of your jaw. So you just simply want to open and close, open and close, open and close. And I'd say you want to do that maybe 3 to 5 times as often as you think about it. It's just one of those mindful things to help keep in mind while you're crafting, to release your jaw and to loosen some of that tension that you might be gathering up. So let's say in an hour span of time, if you at least do it once, great. If you happen to do it every 20 minutes, so that's 5 times in an hour, that's even better. Another suggestion and tip that I want to give to you is stretching. So one thing that we tend to do is look down. we can use things like ergonomic boards and the lumbar rolls and consciously lifting from our chest when we're working. However, there's a lot of time that we're going to be looking down, our shoulders are going to be pulling forward, and it's torquing and putting a lot of strain, shortening muscles, and creating what could be a snowball effect of health conditions and issues with our muscles and bones and joints and ligaments. So what we want to do is, just like with reminding ourselves and being mindful of our jaw joint, we want to take the time to address our shoulders. So even if you only do it once an hour, or you happen to do it 3 to 5 times an hour, even better. But just be mindful about it. Don't stress yourself out. Don't set a particular goal that you have to do it by, but at least once an hour would be a good thing just to have in your mind. And that's just to roll our shoulders back. Doing some nice shoulder rolls. And just like with the jaw open and close, I would suggest doing some nice shoulder rolls 3 to 5 times. If we at least do it 3 to 5 times once an hour, that's better than nothing at all. And the same 3 to 5 times of lifting our chin up towards the ceiling. Now, as we move our chin, I just want to stop and pause and say that if you aren't able to, for any medical condition, to lift your head and chin, then don't try to do it. You want to lift your head, pause a little at the top there so you're actually getting a stretch, maybe 3 seconds or so. And then you want to level it back. And then again. And I'd suggest doing that chin lift at least 3 to 5 times once an hour. If you do it more than that, great. Now, the one thing I do want to say is, if you lift your head and it causes dizziness, that can be normal, but it also can be a sign of other conditions that you already have that you may or may not be aware of. So when we're moving our head around, it is moving the fluid in our ears a little bit, and so it can change our equilibrium. It can make us feel lightheaded or dizzy. So just be mindful of that and be careful. And to close here, I just want to put a disclaimer. I am not your personal occupational therapy assistant. I am just here with my medical background trying to help crafters be safe ergonomically. But by no means can you take what I say as though you were hearing from a doctor. You would definitely have to speak with your doctor what's going to work best for you. You can even share this video with your doctor and say, hey, do you think that me getting a lumbar roll for my back would be beneficial during my crafting? Do you think that getting an ergonomic board could be beneficial to me with my crafting? Do you think that getting foam rolls to go around my crafting tools could be beneficial to me when I'm crafting? With whatever your personal life, chronic illness, health conditions, or even if you're just doing it preventative. Consult with your primary care doctor, or if you have a rheumatologist, whatever type of doctor that's overseeing your chronic health condition. I am not your doctor and I am not your therapist, but I do want to share what I feel is beneficial and can be helpful. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video and you did find some benefit from it, make sure that you take a moment and please hit the like button. If you would like to be part of my YouTube family, make sure that you click the subscribe button in my channel or at the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great rest of your day.